Maharashtra Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis resigns ahead of floor test in the House. Supreme Court directs floor test in the Maharashtra Assembly tomorrow. Nation celebrates Constitution Day to mark 70th year of adoption of Indian Constitution. Indigenous people of Northeast will be fully protected against CAB, says Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh. Manipur Polo International Tournament continues in Imphal. Good evening, viewers, and welcome to the Northeast News. This is Jolly Khoikia Gogoi with the news in detail. In another dramatic twist to the month-long Maharashtra political saga, BJP leader Devendra Fadnavis on Tuesday resigned as Chief Minister ahead of the floor test, admitting that he does not have the numbers shortly after his deputy and NCP leader Ajit Pawar quit office. Fadnavis was sworn in by Governor Bhagat Singh Koshyari just last Saturday for a second term after stunning midnight developments where Ajit Pawar revolted and propped up the government. Meanwhile, Shiv Sena said its chief Uddhav Thackeray will be the new chief minister heading a post-poll alliance. Besides the Sena, the alliance comprises the Nationalist Congress Party, NCP and the Congress.
हम सरकार नहीं बनाएंगे, हम इस्तीफा देंगे और उस दृष्टि से इस प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस के बाद मैं स्वयं माननीय राज्यपाल जी के पास जाने वाला हूं। हमारे ऊपर हॉर्स ट्रेडिंग का आरोप जो लगाते हैं, उन्होंने तो सत्ता के लिए पूरा का पूरा अस्तबल खरीद लिया।
Earlier, the Supreme Court today directed that the floor test in the Maharashtra Assembly will be conducted tomorrow. Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis will prove majority of his government on the floor of the House. The Apex Court also directed Maharashtra Governor Bhagat Singh Koshyari to ensure that all elected members of the House are sworn in tomorrow itself. The entire exercise has to be completed by 5 p.m. A bench comprising Justices N.V. Ramana, Ashok Bhushan and Sanjeev Khanna also said the entire proceedings has to be telecast live. The bench added that the voting in the Assembly shall not be on the basis of secret ballot. The Governor will also appoint a pro tem speaker who will administer oath to the newly elected members. The nation is celebrating Constitution Day or Samvidhan Divas today to mark the adoption of the Indian Constitution by the Constituent Assembly on this day in 1949. The Constitution of India came into force on 26 January 1950, marking the beginning of a new era in the history of Indian Republic. A joint sitting was called today to commemorate the Samvidhan Divas. Addressing the joint sitting, President Ram Nath Kovind today said, "Rights and duties are the two sides of the same coin, and while being conscious about their rights, citizens should also be conscious of their duties." He said the people need to perform their duties and thereby create circumstances which would ensure effective protection of their rights. Speaking on the occasion, Prime Minister Narendra Modi referred to the strength and inclusivity of the Indian Constitution. He said the Constitution of India highlights both rights and duties of citizens, and this is a special aspect of our Constitution. Modi said, "Let us think about how we can fulfill the duties enshrined in the Constitution."
सिक्के के दो पहलू हैं। हमारे संविधान में अभिव्यक्ति की स्वतंत्रता का मूल अधिकार भी है और सार्वजनिक संपत्ति को सुरक्षित रखने तथा हिंसा से दूर रखने का कर्तव्य भी। जरूरत इस बात की है कि हम सब अपने कर्तव्यों को निभाकर ऐसी परिस्थितियां उत्पन्न करें जहां अधिकारों का प्रभावी संरक्षण हो सके। मानववाद की भावना का विकास करना भी नागरिकों का एक मूल कर्तव्य है। सबके प्रति संवेदनशील होकर सेवा करना इस कर्तव्य में शामिल है।
Every citizen must respect others' rights while enjoying their own right. Assam Chief Minister Sarbananda Sonowal today made the remark while addressing a gathering at a function organized to observe the Constitution Day in Guwahati. He said everyone should come forward and put effort to sustain the purity of the Constitution of India. To make Assam a prosperous state in the country, Sonowal vowed to bring in fastest development and urged its people to maintain work culture, honesty and efficiency in all the fields. At the function, Chief Minister Sonowal offered floral tributes to the stalwart thinker of the country, the chief architect of the Indian Constitution, B.R. Ambedkar, at the very outset.
সকলো নাগৰিকে যাতে সামাজিক, অৰ্থনৈতিক আৰু ৰাজনৈতিক
Arunachal Pradesh Governor B.D. Mishra participated in the Constitution Day celebration to commemorate the 70th anniversary of the adoption of the Constitution of India at Dorji Khandu Auditorium, Legislative Office Complex, Itanagar today. The governor appealed to the people to strengthen the resolve to live up to the ideals of our Constitution, the dynamism of the Constitution, which are exemplified in the ideals of justice, liberty, equality and fraternity that sets the tone of the development, and strive to protect and preserve these foundational ethics. The governor said that many provisions of other constitutions have appropriately been given place in our constitution to make our country a vibrant democracy. Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh has reiterated that the contentious Citizenship Amendment Bill, CAB, will not harm the indigenous population of the northeastern states. The centre has framed a policy in the interest of brothers and sisters who are residing outside the country and facing religious persecution. And Biren was speaking as the chief guest at the inaugural program of Silver Jubilee celebration of Tingkau Rawang Chapriak from Assam, Manipur and Nagaland at Chingmerong Kabui village, Imphal on Monday. The three-day Silver Jubilee celebration of Tingkau Rawang Chapriak form began by offering of wine to the Tingkau Rawang, the supreme god of the indigenous religion of Ziliang Rong community. The Chief Minister unveiled the Silver Jubilee Memorial Column engraved with names of deceased TRC leaders and elders. The celebration was marked with traditional dances, songs, extraction of sacred fire and the Jubilee feast. The traditional drinks, indigenous food and other traditional wares were displayed and sold in the stalls at the venue. A 23-member delegation from 7 Asian countries, including high commissioners and ambassadors, visited Myanmar town Tamu on Monday. The delegates who reached Imphal on November 23 were warmly welcomed by Myanmar officials at Immigration Office situated at their side of the Indo-Myanmar Friendship Bridge. The delegates were visiting Myanmar to take part in an exhibition organized by UMFCCI and inspect their local products, apart from visiting Myanmar's Nanfal On Market and Bodh Hiala Temple before returning to Imphal in the evening. The delegates included High Commissioners and ambassadors from Brunei, Indonesia, Laos, Malaysia, Myanmar, Singapore, Thailand and Vietnam. In Tripura, a 12-day-long National Cadet Corps leadership training camp has been organized in Agartala in order to establish a clear idea about the law and order, military life in India and personality development. A total of 300 cadets across the states of Tripura, Karnataka, Kerala, Maharashtra and Assam are participating in the camp. The camp is being conducted from 17th to 28th November and a good number of NCC cadets have donated blood as volunteers. Tripura Education Minister Ratan Lal Nath inaugurated the camp. India B, represented by Manipur, won big against India A as England cruised to their third win on the fourth day of the 13th Manipur Polo International 2019, which is underway at Mapal Kangjebung under the supervision of Manipur Horse Riding and Polo Association. In the fifth match of the tournament, India B, which took off with a 5-4 win against France, ran riot to decimate fellow India A team by 12-3 goals. Meanwhile, in another match, England survived late scare to win 6-5 and boost their final hopes. The Guwahati Bureau of Indian Standards today organized a seminar on the occasion of World Standard Day 2019 on the subject of video standards to create a global stage in Guwahati. Inaugurating the seminar, Dr. Rishikesh Kulkarni, Assistant Professor of Electronic and Electrical Engineering, Department of IIT Guwahati, spoke on holographic techniques of videos. Several experts on the field of electronics also participated in the seminar. Even as Manipur has demanded that the final pact with the NSC and IM should not impinge on the integrity of Manipur in any way, thousands of people on Monday responded to the call of the Zomi Council to take to the streets and demand the creation of Zoland Territorial Council through the ongoing political talks with UPF and KNO. The Zomi Council, an apex body of 5 Zo Kendra tribes, have been pursuing the demand for political autonomy under the state of Manipur ever since the government began formal talks with the groups. Initially, they voiced their desire to have an autonomous state within the state of Manipur under Article 244A of the Indian Constitution, but altered it to a territorial council in line with the Bodoland Territorial Council. The National People's Party, which is leading the MDA coalition and was also a part of the coalition that led the Khasi Hills Autonomous District Council until recently, has expelled the party MDC, P and CM from the party for anti-party activity on Sunday. CM's decision to vote against the ruling executive committee during the no confidence motion moved by the opposition Congress led to the fall of the executive committee. Reacting to the party's decision, CM said that what he did was not anti-party activity, as he listened to his conscience and the sentiments of the public, as the then executive committee was not carrying along the collective responsibility of the people and the MDCs. Haryana's Sangram Dahiya and Varsha Varman of Madhya Pradesh clinched double trap titles, winning gold at the 63rd National Shotgun Shooting Championship in New Delhi today. In men's category, Sangram shot 142 out of 150 targets to leave behind former world champion Ankur Mittal, who managed 137 hits over the 5 rounds of 30 targets each to win a silver. Punjab's Prithvi Singh Chahal won bronze with a score of 135. Varsha, in the women's category of 120 targets each, had 97 to her name to clinch the gold ahead of stalemate Manisha Kir, who had 93 hits, winning silver. Mahima Vishwakarma ensured a Madhya Pradesh sweep in the category, winning bronze with 92. Both Sangram and Varsha also won the team gold for their respective states. And now we have the weather report.
Satellite imagery of the northeast shows that weather will be mainly dry over the region with isolated rain over Arunachal during the next 24 hours. The temperatures recorded today at some of the state capitals of the region are as follows. Guwahati recorded a maximum of 29 degrees Celsius, a minimum of 17 degrees Celsius. Itanagar 29.7 and 16.1. Kohima 20.4 and 8.6. Imphal 24.3 and 10.5. Aizawl 22.7 and 11.5. Agartala 30.7 and 16.5, Shillong 19.2 and 10, and Gangtok recorded a maximum of 17 degrees Celsius, a minimum of 11 degrees Celsius.
Before we wind up the bulletin, a recap of the headlines. Maharashtra Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis resigns ahead of floor test in the House. Supreme Court directs floor test in the Maharashtra Assembly tomorrow. Nation celebrates Constitution Day to mark 70th year of adoption of Constitution. Indigenous people of Northeast will be fully protected against CAB, says Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh. And Manipur Polo International Tournament continues at Imphal. And that brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.